Good afternoon, judges. Before we start, I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time out to listen about my career, and I hope that you enjoy it. My name is Christopher Timko, and today I'd like to tell you a little bit about my career of choice, carpentry. We can date carpentry back to the days of the early 1800 BC, back when men used nothing but crude tools and stone axes to build their shelters and housing. As you can see by this photo here, this is a photo of the axes that they used to use whenever they were building their houses, and whenever they were building their shelter. Notice how it is very rough on the end. That way made it easier to cut whenever they are trying to build. Now, thousands of years later, carpentry is still used to this very day in the construction of our everyday buildings, houses, and stadiums. The things that really inspired me to make a career out of carpentry is that ever since I was about 12 years old, I used to go to the store and buy these kits that I used to build, such as birdhouses and bird feeders. And that inspired me into taking an interest to woodshop whenever I was in high school. And as the years went on, I knew that I enjoyed building and someday hoped to make a career out of it. I believe that whenever I start training for this career, it's not going to be easy, but I plan on pushing myself to get through it because I know that in the end it will be worth it, and because I'm doing something that I enjoy doing and helping others get their buildings constructed. To train to be a carpenter, I could do many different options such as on-the-job training, vocational schools, or technique colleges, or formal apprenticeship programs, which would take me about 3 to 4 years. As you can see in this photo here, this is just an example of the formal apprenticeship programs, which constantly shows that there are people trying to build while they're also getting on-the-job training. The cost that I expect for my training to be a carpenter would be around $798. This is a tuition based off the college that I would like to attend, Penn Foster, an online college less like school that I'm attending now. As you can see illustrated in this photo here, it shows the tuition and financing based on Penn Foster. The total price would be $798 with a tuition of $608, a registration fee of $90, an admission fee of $60, and a shipping and handling charge of $40. And now, I can expect to make $12 to $30 hourly and $23,000 to $36 a year. Based on this photo, you can see the hourly rate is ranging from $12 to $30. The overtime rate is ranging from $14 to $40. The bonus rate is ranging from $98 to $2,000. And the total pay is ranging from $25,000 to $70,000. As a carpenter, I can expect to have very many different duties. I'd be expected to work at least 8 hours a day. Anything after that would be overtime, and I'll expect to be at work early in the morning. I'd need to know planning based on blueprints and drawing models. I'd also expect to do finish work such as molding. I need to know how to operate the tools and proper tool safety, and I need to know about outdoor working and construction, and same with inside working with construction. And as you can see by this photo illustrated here, it shows the different kind of duties the carpenters have. There's planning, where you have to plan the accusation projects based on blueprints and architects' drawing models. And you also have to supervise other carpenters or carpentry assistants on the job. And carpenters must plan and execute basic outdoor building projects, including patios and decks. Finish work. We must perform fine finish work such as molding, stair trim, windows, cabinets, and other small projects. Floors, where you must install wooden flooring, linoleum, tile, or other flooring material. and construction, where you must construct the shell or the underlying framework of a house, or rooms of new houses and building projects. You can also create walls, install insulation, and lay ceilings and floors. I'd be able to live anywhere I chose to, and it would still be very easy to work, being that almost everywhere requires building and carpentry to be done. My career has many different benefits, such as being able to work in both indoor and outdoor conditions, always working with and meeting new people, and being able to do what I enjoy doing. Although I would enjoy this career, there are still many hazards, such as the power tools, saws, nail guns, and the outdoor weather conditions. As you can see in this photo here, it shows some of the very few many hazards, such as the weather conditions, the power drill, and the saws. I'll need to be equally fit to be a carpenter, being that it would require me to lift heavy objects such as brick and wood. The thing that really influenced me and persuaded me to be a carpenter growing up was that I've always been fascinated with building. I remember the first time that I installed a lighting socket that I was extremely interested. What really made me want to choose this career was 2 years ago whenever me and my family actually worked on reconstruction of a house that we bought and planned to fix it up and sell. Working on siding and roofing was extremely tiring, especially in the heating conditions, and we had to work in rain as well as humid hot weather. But I enjoyed so much that I would love to make a career out of helping people by building public events such as stadiums to just small things such as houses. I've got my information for building myself from the internet and the help of understanding through viewing people build and people teaching me how to build. I know that this is a good choice of career for me and hope that one day it would actually happen. And starting as of now, I'm going to be working at Lowe's soon, just as a start as my career. That way I would know how to do such things with the different types of wood and different types of measurements. Once again, I'd like to thank the judges for taking the time out to listen to my speech, and you really have been great, and I hope that you've enjoyed my speech as much as I enjoyed presenting it to you. And if you have any questions at all for me about myself, or about the career in general, please do not hesitate to email Miss Start, and I promise that I'll get back to your questions as soon as possible. Thank you and have a good rest of your day. And once again, if you have any questions, I highly recommend that you email Miss Start, and I promise to get back to your questions as soon as possible. Once again, thank you, and I hope that you have a good day. And thank you for listening to my report and taking the time out to view it.